Well, welcome to tonight's AGS webinar. And obviously, we're going to talk a little bit tonight about the overview and the incredible enhancements to the compensation plan. Excited to have everybody on tonight's webinar. And of course, guests. Obviously, someone was excited and invited you on tonight, and rightly so, because there's a lot of great things going on. Even through the dog days of summer, as they like to say, AGS is doing well, and really, really blessed to have such an incredible organization. For people that don't know me, my name is Kevin Gantos. I'm the president and CEO of the company. We launched January 1st of last year. As I go through the slides, you'll see obviously the other principals and directors of the company. But again, if you're a guest, we just want to welcome you and understand that, we hear this a lot, but you're at the right place at the right time. And how I can say, well, you'll make that decision yourself after, of course, we go through this. All right. So anyways, the first thing that matters about any opportunity beyond the people that are running, which you'll see in a little bit, of course, is the ability to say, what industries is the company involved in? Are they marketing something that I would want? And if they are, is it competitive? And if it's competitive, can I make any money on it? And how much time do I have to invest? Do I have to, quit my job? Of course not. 99% of the people that get involved in an opportunity like this do this on top of church, family, and job. So again, just realize what matters, of course, most of all, in the very beginning, that you can look at any company is what products are they marketing and do, in fact, they work? Well, obviously, CBD is a buzzword today, and rightly so, because it actually works. It's helping, obviously, thousands and thousands of people, and we're excited to be a part of that. Matter of fact, we launched our True Hemp division May of last year. We launched January of last year with the new platform compensation plan, but more importantly, the CBD line, our True Hemp line. You're going to see why that line is so significant, not only to the health and wealth of the distributors on board, but to the customers as well. Moringa is one of the original products we came on board with back in January last year. Excited about that. As a matter of fact, John, the CEO, and myself, the CEO of the company, we use these products. And I'll tell you what a difference it made for energy, weight loss, just everything. Ted Smith, we came out of Ohio. He shared a great story. He was actually working for the post office most of his life. Retired, of course, had aches and pains in his legs after taking his Moringa product for himself. He can only speak for ourselves, but those pains went away. For myself, it's amazing what CBD does. And I just came out of basically a bronchial tube, a little bit of inflammation here over the holiday weekend. When you help your little grandchildren, your son and their family, we moved, and of course we're all working together. But in that, I caught a little bit of a bug, and I was happy to say that after using the product, our newly launched vape pen that we have, not to be mistaken with normal vape that's out there, but it's CBD, strictly CBD, zero THC, and more importantly, no nicotine whatsoever. But immediately, I would say within 20 minutes, I had no longer had inflammation in my bronchial tubes. The cough started. That's a pretty amazing statement when you think about it. But of course, the Moringa product lost weight, energy went through the roof, credit restoration. Roscoe, our director of training, him and I have been together over 20-some years, was looking to buy a house, wanted to make sure everything was cleaned up, and after working with our restoration program, bumped his score literally over 160 points. That's huge. Cryptocurrency, no surprise. Prior to 2009, this industry didn't exist. It's over 300 billion today. I know we have an affiliate program with Coinbase, and I was just looking at literally Bitcoin today, almost pushing 13,000. And it's just an amazing industry, it really is, but very, very volatile. We're not here to give financial advice, but important that that's a part of what we're doing. And of course, travel, I call it the behemoth, the grand mother, of the whole industry is $7.6 trillion worldwide. And why is that relevant? Because when we look at the direct sales industry, it's really important that all of us collectively are pursuing an arena where there's enough to share with everybody. In other words, you want to be able to spread the wealth. When you add all this up, we're over $8 trillion. And I like to do this on every webinar to give people the right perspective. If I gave everybody $1 billion and said you're allowed to spend $1,000 a day most people would be excited to be on this call in this webinar. But at the end of the day, guess how long it would take you to spend $1 billion at $1,000 per day? That's $30,000 a month. It would take you over 2,700 years. Don't take my word for it. Do your Google search, do your math, and you'll see, in fact, that's true. We're talking about 8 trillion. So that's 1,000 times a billion times 8. And that'd give you an idea how big of a pie that we're in. And more importantly, these are growing industries. They're just in the beginning stages, a lot of them, like the CBD, the cryptocurrency. I mean, these will be multi-billion dollar industries just by themselves. Let's go to the next slide here. And you're going to go we're going to go right away into this. We got about 30 slides when it's all said and done. Corporate headquarters is based out of Cranford, New Jersey. Again, we launched January of last year. And we're really excited about, obviously, all the possibilities. My favorite part really is the principals and directors. One of my dear friends. We did not know each other prior to this. We were brought together through a mutual friend, and John and I were kind of thrown together. And John's an incredible rags to riches success story. This is a guy who literally had no shoes on his feet for the first 13 years of his life in Portugal, came to the United States, rolled up his sleeves, went to work, and with his beautiful wife and his 3 sons. And I'll tell you, a true testament of the right people is their children. And I will tell you, great kids, incredible wife, but started trucking industry, got into the trucking industry, and from there created a trucking school, and from there truck leasing. Anyways, built a multi-million-dollar empire, and of course, with the resources, also got involved with the restaurant chain, healthy restaurant chain, throughout the United States, actually also parts of the world, but in health food, believe it or not, restaurant. And so over 50 of those franchises throughout the United States that I know of is today. Matter of fact, he was able to actually work with the government and is actually in military bases as well. So, I mean, that's pretty amazing as well. And, of course, from there, his goal, as well as mine, was to be able to help thousands of people and realize we could actually do that through direct sales. We are totally a debt-free company, fully resourced. We don't need outsiders to make this thing work, which is very, very important if you know anything about network marketing. And so here we are, excited. My background, of course, has been business. You can look me up on the website, so I don't have to talk about myself, and I don't want to. But you see Roscoe Thompson as well, our director of training. We've been together 20-some years. He's been trained by the best of the best, the Jim Rohns, the John Maxwells, the Anthony Robbins live. And some of them he knows personally and spent time with them, okay, in their boot camps and all of that. So, again, not secondhand information, just regurgitated. This is real training. And, of course, Miss Connie Reeves, the director of Ascend Soar. I liken her to the First Lady. She's a dear friend. I call her sis. I've been together since before the beginning. We've known each other for years and years and years. And met through another mutual friend, believe it or not, actually through network marketing, which is interesting. So Malika, I met Malika through a young individual out of LA. And, of course, that led us to Connie. And here we are today, years and years later. Natalie Hall, we are probably the only company I know of where you can actually text customer service. You can go to our corporate website, see that number, and get right in touch with customer service here. And of course, this young lady really built a team in a prior company, Inc. 500, Inc. 5000 company with over 45,000 active distributors. If you don't know what that means, that's a lot, trust me. And had a call center of over 100 people that answered to her in the prior company. We're so glad to have her on board. And of course, as we move on, the last 5 that I'll talk about here tonight, Sabrina Alt, director of True Hemp. When her and I came together in May, again, met through a mutual friend. My neighbor actually down the street, about 4 or 5 doors down from me. This is his niece. We've known each other, Sabrina, known each other from a distance for over 10 years. And this young lady's an entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur, a millionaire by her own right. Doesn't even need to be here, like most of us don't need to be here in AGS, but we wanted to be able to help thousands of people, and that's our goal and objective here. She's also a patent attorney. She's also an engineer, and just a great asset to the company. So through the collaboration, her and I working together, we launched True Hemp back in May of last year, and of course we've got some great things coming out as well. Kevin Fitzgerald, who I met through Sabrina actually, director of travel. This guy here was a millionaire through travel by the time he was 30 years old. No secret, built a team in a prior direct sales company, close to 9,000 people, a top producer. So glad to have him on board. We just recently revamped our travel vertical course. It's always evolving and perfecting like the company is. So glad to have him on board. Everybody I've mentioned so far is literally top 10 producers. So they're not just directors, but they're also national directors. You'll see what that means in a little bit. An incredible collaboration of leaders. And of course, we move over to Marilyn Madero. I met, of course, many years ago through direct sales, and rekindled our relationship through Miss Connie Reeves. Both live in Vegas, and so glad to have her on board as well. This young lady literally built a group of over 100,000 people through her leadership in a prior company. So glad to have her on board. And of course, Mr. Earl Miller, can't wait to see him in about 10 days. I know John and I excited about getting to Florida here. He's our director of the Bahamas, and rightly so. You got to read his resume. Any of these people, you could see their resumes and who they are more in depth on our corporate website. Again, that's ascendglobalservices.com and agsworldwide.com, you name it. But that's how you can get on there. And then, of course, look at About Us. And you'll be able to also see the superstars in the company, the AGS superstars. When you click on opportunity on that tab, you'll be able to go there and see all the people that have hit national director and regional director to date. And, of course, John Mueller and I are working on a possibility of an expansion in Haiti, and already was working with them. Some prior projects, excited about the possibilities for Haiti. So there you have it. Incredible group of people, all top producers in prior companies, all top producers here in this company, and most of them came from humble beginnings, which is everything to me. Our travel club is just second to none. I could share this because one of our vendors, we get some great things going on behind the scenes that I believe will be incredible enhancements as well to our opportunity. But really, at the end of the day, it's about having access, keyword access, to huge discounts, spam trips, familiarization trips, and of course, being trained by the best of the best, I believe, Kevin Fitzgerald, in the industry. And so one of my stories, true story for me, my wife and I, we've been together since she was 16, I was 17. We like to spend time together. It's been literally, well, you can do the math. We got married in 81, and 6 years prior to that, in 75 is when we met. So I know I'm dating myself, but the bottom line is we wanted to get away for a week. We didn't want to go too far, go crazy or anything like that. So we found the Mind Palace resorts throughout the world. Actually, they're beautiful resorts, typically on the water with condos, not a hotel room, but condos, lazy rivers, multiple pools, multiple restaurants. As a matter of fact, as I'm saying, I think I want to go there again. But we were looking around, and in Puerto Penasco, literally, if you go to any travel search engine, you see retail's about 4,000. Wholesale, if you found it anywhere, a good price would probably be around $2,500 for 7 days and 6 nights. Through our vendor, okay, we have access. My wife and I spent 7 days and 6 nights there for $198. You heard me right. So what good is it if you're healthy and wealthy, but you're not enjoying yourself? This is a way to do that and actually get paid and get credits. And so excited about that. And of course, our nutritional products, I believe, are just second to none. Our Moringa products, just the team loves it. I love them. I know John does, and all the principals of the company as well. If we look at our CBD products, we got pet treats, we got salves, we got creams, we got soft gels, we got gummies if you don't like the drops. We even have vape kits, and of course, which is 100% a CBD product. Again, no nicotine. And it's an amazing product. And of course, we rolled out bath bombs as well for you ladies that want to sit in a bath and actually get soothed from the CBD. You know, so that's amazing. So my wife loves it, and a lot of the ladies do. And of course, as we move on, we're going to go right into how do we get paid. So again, $8 trillion up for grabs. A management team, 10 of them you just saw that are the best of the best. Collectively, I would say all the leaders involved, we've recruited close to 200,000 people collectively. And revenue we probably generated through the years, probably close to $1 billion. And we're here with this thing called AGS to help you win if you're looking to win. Now, we can't enable you, but we can empower you, and that's the goal here. So the first place to start, obviously, we're going to use the gold membership as an example here. You can actually enroll here tonight for $59.95. You heard me right. And get shipped out that bottle on the left, the 500 milligram bottle shipped out to you. Normally retails for over $89, but for us it's $89 retail. Typically in the market, if you look in the marketplace, because we want to be competitive in the retail space, that's the whole point. That's typically $100, if not a little bit over $100 for that product. I'm talking full spectrum, weighing apples against apples, the way we process it and everything. Just amazing. I know Sabrina is working on an incredible webinar overview to give you even more in-depth detail on all of that, but we're going to use this as an example. Here's the point I want you to get. You get paid 100% in retail commissions. What does that mean? Well, we don't keep any of it, meaning if someone goes onto your website, let's say you enroll tonight for $59.95 in the gold program, and I go to your website and I want to get this bottle of 500 milligrams, and I'm looking around, I'm seeing this going for $100. I get it through your friend, I get it for $89. You would actually in real time make $30. You heard me right, $30. And remember, you wanted to buy the product anyways. You're going to spend $100, and so was I. But the reality is you got involved before I did, and now you're basically a wholesaler, and I'm buying retail. You're keeping the difference. So we don't keep any of that. You get all 100% of the retail commission. I hope you get this. We could stop here, and it would be worth the price of admission. I really mean that. We could stop right here. If your goal was to just create awareness for people to buy on your online CBD totally turnkey business, you can make money here, and we have plenty of people that are making commissions. So you could just literally just have an online store like a lot of people try to do, where merchants taking care of for you, fulfillment's taken care of for you, everything's done for you. All you got to do is get the word out. So what if someone bought 10 bottles this month from you? That'd be an extra 300. What if we had people buying 100 of them for you? That would be $3,000 a month. That's right. You might start out with 10, that tell 10, and so on, and they're just buying from your website. You can make an extra $36,000 this year, if that was the case, just here. But you also have the ability to be able to build a team. You can actually build a team. So let's just start with simple, right? You can enroll one person, two people, as many as you want. You can recruit 100 people. As a matter of fact, one of our, Kevin Fitzgerald, who you saw, has recruited, I think, close to 75, if not 80 people personally. It doesn't mean you have to do that, but I want to use this as an example. Let's just start with 2, okay? And, of course, you have the ability here to get paid through 10 levels, family. This is it. Get excited through 10 levels of the level. What's 10 times 10%? It's 100%. The commission value is paid out to the field, providing you achieve the levels that are in place. So this is an example, just 1 by 10 overriding residual, right? 1 getting 1, getting 1, getting 1, okay? But we're going to talk about you enrolling more than one person in your group. When you do that, you have the ability literally to get paid to 4 levels of those 10 levels you just saw, up to $30 per enrollment, up to $5 in infinity bonuses. What does that mean? That simply means that if someone on your 10th or 12th or 13th level came on board and there was not a team leader between you and them, you would receive the infinity bonus of $5, even though you don't even know who the person is. So this is just a very, very simple example of enrolling 2 people. Let's take it the next step, okay? Next step is now you help your 2 people to do the same thing. You pay to 5 levels now. 5 levels of the 10 levels that we talked about, up to $35 per enrollment, up to $10 in infinity bonuses. This example, you would have made 70. Those people coming on board before they went team leader would be another 40. You only enroll 2 people, but now you're making money and you're filling up your unit level. When you become a regional director, you get paid through 6 levels, up to $40 per enrollment, up to $15 in infinity bonuses. Now, why is this important? You only spent $59.95 to get started, and you were shipped an $89 bottle. You were shipped out an $89 bottle of a 500 milligram full spectrum when you came on board tonight for $59.95. And yet you can get paid up to $40 per enrollment in this example alone, helping 2 people get 2 people get 2 people, and up to $15 on people you don't even know. That's pretty powerful. Watch what happens when you go national director. You get paid through 7 levels of the 10 levels, up to $45 per enrollment. Remember, everybody's only paying $59.95, $49.95, or $69.95. You'll see in a little bit. There's 3 options to enroll. I use the gold as an example. But now you got 2 people that enroll too. Your team is built out to 4 levels in this example, but you're getting paid through 7. So as they grow their team, you're getting paid on people you'll never know meet. And every month, when they pay their auto ship because they want that $90 bottle for $60, guess what's happening? Commissions are being paid out, and you're getting paid up to $20 in infinity bonuses, up to $45 per enrollment. And yet everybody's enrolling in this example $59.95. But watch what happens. So just 2 getting 2. This is an example of your team. I just showed you 2 getting 2 getting 2. What can happen to your residual income? Overriding residual income. This means from your team's efforts, not yours. You enrolled 2 people, but it grew from there. And 10 levels out, we're talking $100,000 a year, close to over $100,000 a year in this example. Okay, but if that wasn't enough, now you also become, when you become a national director, because you help 2 people that enroll 2, getting 2, getting 2. That's 4 levels, a total of 30 people in your team, right? You're now a national director, minimally of 30 people. You're now put on the map. What does that mean? Well, we have a huge campaign in play. We're already in the pipeline to get rolled out. Hopefully it's going to kick in, God willing, by the end of August. I don't want a little bit too soon because everybody's still enjoying summer vacation. But these are 13 people that became national directors. Remember, we've been around for a year and a half. That became national directors. And here's why this is so relevant. Because when you get on that map, that gentleman you see, Kevin Harrington, is literally doing 300 60-second commercial spots. You heard me right. In 10 major cities, on 10 major TV stations. And he's going to, the call to action is become an affiliate today with AGS True Hemp. Become an affiliate today. And when they go to the map, there's going to be a map. When you click on the map, if they click on California, they're going to see a list of the MDs in California. And when they click that person, say it's Roscoe or Sabrina or Elizabeth or whoever, when they click on that, they're going to enroll into that person's team. And if you're one of the national directors, right, maybe you're number 14, that person's going to enroll into your group. And yet you had nothing to do with it because the campaign went out and the endorsement is there. They looked at 400 companies, reached out to us, and we are exclusive on the MLM side. So you have the ability to be able to build an organization. We could have 300, 3,000, 30,000 people come in from this campaign, and you want to be in a position to maximize this opportunity. Guess how much extra that cost you? Nothing. Do the work, get paid. Okay? Well, now that you're there, you enroll 2 people, getting 2, getting 2. Now you want to start hitting the next position. And of course, our bronze ambassador is new position. It's between national director and silver ambassador. This is powerful. Remember, you went ND. Now you help 3 people to do the same, and now you're a bronze ambassador. Now you're getting paid through 8 levels. You heard me right, through 8 levels. So just think about that. You're bronze ambassador, getting paid through 8 levels, up to $50 per enrollment, up to $25 in affinity bonuses of people that you don't know. So if 100 people came to your team that day, this month, or you don't even know them, right? It's a brand new line. It's $2,500 right there. You get $250 a month. Use that for a car allowance. Whatever you want to use it on, it's yours. The most important part is you're getting paid through 8 levels, and you're getting paid infinity bonuses. So watch what happens. What would your goal be here? Well, you help 3 people go ND, and now your 3 people are going to help 3 people go ND, and now you become a silver ambassador. What does that mean? Well, this is powerful. You can see your group is now growing 3 by 3 by 3. You're going to see what that looks like here in a little bit. But now you get $750 a month. You're getting paid through 8 levels, up to $55 per enrollment, up to $30 in infinity bonuses, a family, drum roll, 50 stock options. So now you have a piece of the action, right? You've got ownership. You've got the ability to get paid bonuses, and more importantly, getting paid through 8 levels of the 10 levels. Well, that's 80% of the commission value now you're getting paid on. And you have a team, as you can see here, where it says IBOs stand for independent business owners. At this point, it doesn't matter if someone's an ND or not. At this point, it's really how many representatives do you have in 3 separate lines is what matters here. We go to the next slide, of course. Now you've helped those people. You're basically your silvers, right? 3 people to go silver, and now you're a gold ambassador. if you want to keep it real simple, just help your 3 people to keep doing the same. And now you're getting $1,500 a month of lifestyle bonus. You're getting paid through 9 levels, up to $60 per enrollment, $35 in infinity bonuses. I mean, if 100 people came in your group that month and they were all IBOs in your team and a leg, brand new leg you're starting, $3,500 on people you probably don't know. And of course, up to 150 stock options. Now, guess what happens? Now, when you help your 3 people to do what you just did in this slide, now you're a platinum ambassador. Look at this. You're getting paid through 9 levels, up to $65 per enrollment, up to $40 in infinity bonuses on people coming in your team that you don't know. How many people do you think will be coming in your team at this point in your business? You got 3,000 people. If 300 people just came in, right, at 40, you do the math. That's crazy income in overriding bonus. Plus, you're up to 300 stock options. Huge. So now you've got obviously everything going for you at this point. Now your goal is to help your 3 people to hit platinum ambassador just like you did. And now they're all getting 3,000. They're all getting paid $65 per enrollment. They're up to 300 stock options. How awesome do you think your 3 people are going to be feeling about the business? Look what happens. This is it. Then you get promoted to Presidential Diamond, up to $10,000 a month lifestyle bonus. That alone is enough, right? Remember, you only enrolled 3 people. That was your goal. The trick to this business is not for you to recruit everybody. Your goal is to recruit a few people and teach them to do the same. And it's in the duplication that the industry rewards you. You never want to be in a place where you're doing all the work. You can go get a job and do that. This is really about the principle of leverage. And so it's very, very simple. The bottom line is you want to go out there, make sure there's a company that has a product, which we have, compensation plan that rewards people that go to work. And look at this. Get paid through 10 levels, all 10 levels of the compensation plan, up to $70 per enrollment, up to $45 in infinity bonuses, up to 500 stock options. Again, look at this. This is just a 3 getting 3 example. So we took you, remember, we took you from bronze with 3 national directors and growing this out, 3 getting 3 getting 3. You could do the math on that. Just this alone in this example, as a diamond, paid through 10 levels, that's $354,000 a month based on this example, right? I mean, you don't need any more of this. If you got it 90% wrong and 10% right, the bottom line is it's available if you want to do the work. People say, where's the money? The bottom line is you can go as wide as you want. Look what happens when you have one more person and go 4 wide. You could go 50 wide if you want. You could go 300 wide. It's totally up to you. We are not a force matrix. So important to understand. We are not a force matrix. Very, very special. Get paid through 10 levels here. And of course, look at the monthly payout. 4 getting 4 getting 4 getting 4. Millions of dollars is available here providing you the work. We have companies that are built on the principle of 5 getting 5 getting 5. We worked a company prior that did do that. In this example here, it's incomprehensible. I mean, 10 levels here as a presidential diamond. I mean, literally, if you can look at the math over here, obviously it's a huge organization. There are people in the industry that have millions of people in their organizations. And so this is really the part that I want you to get is it's available providing you do the work. Key to the business is keeping it simple. So here's the benefits of our compensation plan. This is just 20 of them, right? Basically the benefits of AGS, really. Sponsor placement. You can place, if you enroll 20 people, you can place them anywhere in your organization. You heard me right. Enroll them, collect the bonus, and then place them anywhere you want. If you enroll 20 people, you're going to get paid on 20 people as if you personally enroll them because you did, and you can place them anywhere in your organization. Generational IBOs, independent business owners, meaning that you might enroll me, that enrolls Roscoe, that enrolls Connie, and Roscoe and I decide not to pay our auto-ship. You're still qualified because Connie is a generational IBO. Prior companies will not do this. AGS does this. Unlimited width. Huge here. We are not a force matrix. We are not a 3x7 force matrix or 3x10 or whatever. You can enroll as many. If you want a pay raise, go wide. My suggestion to you in the beginning is build 2, getting 2, getting 2, get to national director right away, right? Maximize the compensation plan. The minute you do that, help 3 people go ND, right, and become a bronze, and help 3 doing the same and duplicate that out, right? After that, every time you go wide and build another team, trust me, your cash flow, as you saw in the example, just adding 4 and, of course, number 5 person, the sky's the limit on income, okay? Only 2 by 2 by 4 to become a national director. Where can you go in this industry and for literally enrolling 2 people and help them to do the same, 4 levels removed from you, become a national director, get paid through 7 levels, and just maximizing the compensation plan. Residuals paid the following month. We don't hold on to the residuals, for 90 days. If I came on board today and bought something auto ship, that residual gets paid to you the following month, 15th following, Friday following the 15th of every month. Products are priced right. Trust me on this. Before we throw a product online, we are shopping online as if we are a consumer, so that you don't have to feel funny about being excited about a product, telling your family member, and they're looking at you, well, I just found it for half that price somewhere else. So that we've been here. I came to this industry literally back in 1995. Okay, so I understand what it's like to be in the field. Low entry costs. Where can you start an online CBD business, travel, you name it, for as little as $49.59 or $69.95? That's it. That's the enrollment. There's no gotchas. There's no hidden fees. There's no annual fees. None of that exists here. How about going to the top of the compensation plan, only needing 3 legs? Most companies want you to build 9 and 10, and you got to jump through all these hoops to get there because they're looking at what they call breakage. You're getting a free personal website. Online business is what you're getting, because you're getting a $90 bottle in that example I used earlier for $59.95. In other words, you can't miss. You're getting paid 100% in retail commissions. You get all of it. Think about it, when someone buys something for $90, that's not free for the company. We have to pay the merchant fees, but we pay for a lot of that. We absorb a lot of those costs, but we pay 100% to you. We want to reward you. Up to 100% in unilevel payout. You saw what's 10 times 10%, family. That's 100%. That's the conversation you can have. Infinity customer acquisition bonuses, meaning if someone's not the pin level you are and it happens 80 levels, 100 levels down, you get paid from that person enrolling in your group that you'll never know or meet. Powerful stuff. Up to $10,000 in lifestyle bonuses, which is shown in the Presidential Diamond. Our True Hemp product oils is 0.00 THC with trace elements, because that allows us to be a full spectrum product. Full spectrum product. Why do we have such a minimal THC? Because we want to be able to market to the first responders that are out there, the school teachers, the truck drivers, and all of that, so they can pass the drug test. Everything we market has nothing to do with anything psychoactive as far as our products go. Not interested. We want to get people healthy and wealthy and empowered to have an incredible, unlimited lifestyle, providing they're ready for the wealth. Versatile product line. What can I say? We just rolled out the bath bombs, the vape kit pens, and all of that. Our webinars and calls and events. And, of course, Get on the Map promo that's being obviously endorsed by Kevin Harrington, one of the original sharks from the Shark Tank. Look, here's your options. You decide what you want to come on board with, silver, gold, or platinum. And if you want to upgrade later on, down the road, you can also do that. The bottom line is you want to get started. If you enroll at silver right now, what would be shipped out to you at that $49.95 would be a box of Moringa tea, 25 tea bags in that, and, of course, the ability for you to have our Travel 50 program. So you have kind of a little taste of our nutrition and travel combined in this, okay? If you come in at the gold, you get an $89 bottle of our full spectrum. This is our number one leading product, number one product that we're marketing in the company, and rightly so. That's how great it is. 500 milligram, literally, you have the ability to get that shipped out to you and have a turnkey online CBD business, because obviously that's what this vertical is. If you're all about travel, we got unlimited training, all the resources, your travel portals that give you points and discounts, and even getting certified, and all of that is in place at $69.95. Again, you can't beat that. So if you want to think about Moringa and Beta Test Travel, you're $49.95. If you want to think True Hemp and our CBD products, you definitely want to come on board. It's gold, where most people are coming on board at. And if you want to think travel, where you're getting the deep discounts and the points and the credits, the ability to be positioned to get paid, you'll want to come in at our platinum at $69.95. And that's it. You're not paying any more than that. Obviously, we got products with shipping cost in there, so on your silver or your gold, but not on your platinum. Okay, so you don't have to worry about how all this works. All you want to do is literally plug in. This is a shot of the event I was at when literally Bobby Van and Gerald Baylor lifted me on the stage. I was blessed to have a nice organization in those days, about 15,000 people. There's about 5,000 people there, and we had a great time. That's a real shot of that day in that event and my team. So weekly conference calls, webinar trainings, weekly leadership calls, training tools and reporting, all that's done in the back office. All you got to do is you don't have to worry about being the expert as much as inviting people to listen to the experts. You're like an usher. You usher people in to watch the movie, right? And let them enjoy the ride is really what it comes down to. We have local events throughout the United States and even into the Bahamas. We have regional events you're going to see in a little bit, and a national event we're looking to do in Vegas here in November. Okay? These are some of the recognition is very, very big with us. I think it's very, very important. Literally, babies cry for it and men die for it. And I really believe that with everything that's in me. It's about appreciation. And of course, here's some of the example. Overall distributors enrolled for just since the launch of the company to June. Kevin Fitzgerald, number 1. Sabrina Alt, number 2. Bobby Van, number 3. The list goes on. Mr. Earl Miller, number 4. Steve Carlin and Kirsten Zetmar were tied at number 5. I'm not going to go through everybody here. Elizabeth Winnes, maybe I will. Deborah Dancy, Roscoe Thompson, Agnes Morales, Charles McClendon. Top 10 producers. Customers as well. Mr. Ted Smith out of Ohio is number 1. Mr. Kevin Fitzgerald is out of Rhode Island. Elizabeth Winnes, Sabrina Alt, Emily Severa, Angela Mendia, Tyrus Kenny, Kristen Zetmar, Charles McClendon, Diana Price, and Janelle Freeman tied for number 9, and number 10, Gerald Baylor Sr. So great to see them on there. These are the events that are coming up. You want to plug into that. If you don't live in Florida, you want to ask people who do you know that lives in Florida. We're going to be in Miramar, Florida. In fact, John and I were just talking today. We're going to do a blowout event. We got Mr. Earl Miller that's hosting the event. Can't wait to see Deborah Bain. She's actually flying in from the Bahamas. And, of course, Regional Director Robert Green. Can't wait to see him as well. They're actually going to get the awards. Earl's going to get his Eagle Award. And, of course, Robert Green's going to get his Regional Director Award. And I'm pretty sure Deborah already got hers when I was out in the Bahamas. In fact, I know she did. And, of course, August, following month, I'm going to be in Rhode Island. Kevin Fitzgerald, number 1 personal producer in production over there. And, of course, broke out a couple national directors as well. Kirsten Zetmar, Elizabeth Winnes. Can't wait to see those young ladies. Kimberly Ferrer, real making it happen. And my dear friend, Dr. Deborah Dancy. That shot is part of the shot of her and I in Ohio. Great leader, a powerhouse. Can't wait to see those people. And, of course, the part I want to leave you with is, look, you want to get positioned. Get positioned. I mean, to enroll is $59.95. You have the ability to get paid 100% retail commissions, in position to get paid 100%, and the commission value is available through your team, infinity bonuses, you name it. We even have a 90-day bonus program as well. That just everything that you need to win here. But again, we can't do it for you. Everything comes down to a decision. But when you have an endorsement like this from Kevin Harrington, and there's going to be 300 commercial spots throughout the nation on 10 major cities, and you could be on that map where he's going to call to action is to become an affiliate with AGS True Hemp today, and pick obviously a state near you, and they click on that, they're going to relate to the face, whatever it is, like attracts like, and those people could be enrolling into your team that you've never known before, never met, and through them, who knows what can happen. The possibilities are endless. So again, my name is Kevin Gantos, President and CEO of the company here. So excited to be able to roll out all these incredible enhancements as well. AGS is constantly evolving and just giving more and more out to the field because we really, really want to empower people to win. And our goal is to be able to help thousands of people worldwide, both in ministry and, of course, in health and in wealth. And look, when your money is an issue out of the way and your health is on track, what are the possibilities? Incredible. So plug into those events that are coming up here. Can't wait to see all of you. Get on the map and make sure that you're part of this huge promo. I don't have any company that's doing this, and I've been in the industry literally since 95, and so December 18th, 1995. So you do the math, okay? All right, family, there's typically 3 kinds of people look at any information. Number 1 says, you know what, I'm in. Are you kidding me? $60, and I get a $90 bottle shipped out to me, and I got an online business, it gives me tax advantages and helps my family get healthy and helps me get wealthy. That's pretty awesome, right? Number two says, I still got some questions. Get back to the person who invited you on tonight's webinar. And number three, look, maybe you said, look, I'm not looking to do a business, but at least try the products. And I believe once you try the products and you get the results that you probably weren't even expecting, but will get, it wouldn't be long before you come on board. As a matter of fact, over 80% of the people who come on board to AGS were customers. And after they realized the product worked, it was just natural to be able not to sell, but to tell, but to share, right? And from that, be able to build a book of business. So this is not a company where we got all these top builders. We're a company where people, just average people, right, are enhancing their financial portfolio, getting healthy and getting wealthy all at the same time. Again, hope to see you in the market in Florida or Rhode Island. And with that, this does conclude tonight's webinar. Take care. God bless, family. And for all the leaders that are on tonight, thank you so much for taking time on these schedules. Hopefully, again, everybody had an incredible 4th of July. We're getting down to the wire here as far as summer. And with that, this does conclude tonight's webinar. Take care and God bless.